It can't go on like this. I cannot use this table because every single month it ends up like this with all the paperwork for the month. So today I am sorting this, and then I'm going to organize an organization system that I can put my papers into, because this is not working. I think I have a plan. I scratched in the garage and found the following. I'm going to use those hooks. It's all I have. And I found these 2 pieces of copper pipe. And I have this and the books. And I am going to make a paper organizer. So the first step is to connect these 2 pipes. I don't need such a long stick. Okay, the stick is quite hardy, so it should work to keep them together. Okay, yeah, we'll work with that. And I'm just using masking tape to make it the right thickness. Now I can also use up this masking tape because it is a bit old, as you can see. Oops. Let's see if it works. It's not thick enough. I'll need some more tape. Okay, I'll just use this horrible sellotape that doesn't really stick. And it's not enough yet. But that's the plan. Make it thick enough so that they stick like that, or hold like that. And that stick is quite strong. Yeah, it should work. Next up, we're going to separate the books from their binding. I'm just using old Reader's Digest books. And I think I have used old Reader's Digest books for 101 things already in my life. I find them so useful. There we go. Yes, that's gonna work. Awesome. Let's do the others. Next, pack them all in one heap. That. And find the middle, so it's 8 inches. And I got these when I was visiting my friend in America. I'm going to put this on each of them. I'm going to work this one in centimeters. 6. So that means 3 by 3. Let's just make sure they're both the same distance from the top. 1 inch. 1 inch. Okay. pains me to buy supplies for DIY projects, and I will always try to reuse or recycle before I go shopping. This is some hardboard that came in packaging from a parcel. It's nice and hard and sturdy. So I measured out the width of the spleen of the books and the length of the cover, adding on 2 centimeters in total on the sides to fold in and to put the glue on. In the end, the fold over was not completely big enough, but it did work. But I think if I do it again, I will make it maybe 1.5 centimeters, just to give it more place for the pegs to hold it. My friend always say, measure twice, cut once. I literally measured and measured and measured until I was certain that it was right. I applied some wood glue with my fingers onto the side, what do we call it? Side inserts. And then I pressed it down and used these beautiful big pegs to hold everything in place. As you can see, I also used little wooden pegs on the sides at the top, just to make sure everything stays in place. Now it can dry. That's how it works. Next up, I am making the straps. It's going to go around the copper pipe. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that will be big enough. And I need 8. And look who's keeping me company. My trusty grommet punch came out to make holes in all the pieces of leather. It's hard on my hands, but still easier than any other way. I measured each piece to make sure that the hole is in the same place on all of them. This way you know that the holes will align and the length of the tabs will be the same. The only problem is the sponge is a bit blunt, so I still had to cut out the holes with my little scissor just to get the pieces of leather out of the hole. The leather tabs got put in place with firstly by making a hole in the book and then using the hardware from poppers to hold the tabs in place. Again, this poor punch. I will have to figure out how to sharpen it. You will not see this hardware when it's all up and hanging, but I still think it looks so stunning. It almost gives a Victorian industrial effect. Maybe steampunk? Could be. Was so satisfying to finally put these up and to see the final effect. As you can see, I put the hooks into the frame. It was already there for my blackboard. And in the end, putting them all up and aligning them was one of those moments where I looked at it and thought, maybe I'm not so stupid. Sometimes I do come up with good ideas. Operation Desk Cleaning commenced. It took me a whole afternoon, but it was so satisfying. The gurus in tidying up says it helps to have a place for everything. Oh my goodness, they were right. For your viewing pleasure, I included a good time lapse of cleaning and sorting. You're welcome. And there we go. Now I can actually sort each of those out as I have time and it's not all stuck here. And I've put all the receipts in here so I can go through them. And this is just some last things I have to sort out. But look, I can use my desk now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe.